Absolutely. I have the privilege of being here at RAF Scampton this morning, home of the Red Arrows. You can hear one of the jets behind me just practicing, and that is piloted by Wing Commander Dave Firth Wigglesworth, who was the lovely man that took me up in the plane yesterday. More on that in just a minute. He's got the patience of a saint. It's dried up quite nicely here at RAF Scampton. It is, of course, the 90th anniversary of the formation of the Royal Air Force, celebrated later with a fly past along the Thames. And you can find out the route on the RAF website, and it takes place at lunchtime. But the sun is out, it's still windy, and it's going to be windy across many parts of the British Isles today, but generally speaking it will be mild. In fact, for some of us, we're looking at temperatures above average for the time of the year. Now, we have had quite a bit of cloud across this morning, and indeed it has been producing some rain and also some showers, but it is improving, and it's an improving picture for most of us as we go through the course of the day. So on the satellite picture, you can see just what I'm talking about. The cloud quite quickly moving eastwards, leaving clearer, sunnier skies in the west. By 9 o'clock, round about nowish across Scotland, we're looking at still some heavy showers in western areas. To the east, some brighter skies. Still some heavy showers to come across the northwest of England as well. But in the northeast, as we have here, you can see the sunshine. Then for East Anglia and Kent, a lot of residual cloud. The rain slowly moving away, but it will. And again, noticeably breezy or windy, depending on where you are. And then as we whip over towards the southwest of England, again, some beautiful blue skies, but again, noticeably windy. Wales too, having that wind and also some lovely sunshine. But as we move across the Irish Sea and into Northern Ireland, well, here we've got a bit more cloud and still the risk of some showers. Now, the wind really is going to be a feature of the weather today. You can see the wind arrows develop across the north of England, southern and central Scotland. This is where we're going to have the gustiest wind, as much as 60 miles an hour, possibly more than that in some exposed areas. But away from that, it will still be noticeably windy or breezy, but some lovely sunshine, 17 degrees Celsius, not bad at all. That's 63 Fahrenheit. Now, through this evening and overnight, what you'll find is there'll still be quite a lot of clearance in the sky. Too breezy though for some frost, but the cloud's going to build in from the southwest, eventually introducing rain to southwest England, Wales and Northern Ireland. And that's how we'll start the day tomorrow. But increasingly, the rain will turn lighter and patchier, and the best of any breaks likely to be in the east. But cloudy tomorrow, temperatures very similar to what we have today. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, I had the absolute privilege of going up in a Red Arrow with Wigs. Here's what happened.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter.
Well, I've done some wacky things for breakfast, but this is the absolute ultimate. Very shortly, I'm going to be taking to the skies in a Red Arrow, hundreds of feet up there, and I cannot wait. Kelly McGillis, eat the heart out.
I don't know, I'm
ready.
Red Arrow.
Wing Commander Wiggs, you're now in charge. Have you any tips?
If you try and keep your head looking down the middle, so you're not moving your head side to side, look at the horizon and enjoy the ride.
I'm going to keep looking at the sky. Oh my goodness, we're upside down. We're upside down. Actually, it's not as bad when you're doing it as it is. Oh, Mummy, we're upside down again. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was just the best experience ever. Now, I'm joined by Jace Hawker, who is Red One, the big cheese around here. Jace, how did I do? Have I got a job?
You did really well. It's a really strange environment, being in a fast jet, pulling G-forces and going upside down. You certainly sounded like you were having good fun, but you did fantastically.
Oh, bless you. Have I got a job and do all your pilots scream that much?
They do scream. Regarding the job, maybe need a bit more experience.
Very tactful, I must say. Now tell us a bit about the training. You're involved very heavily in that and the routines.
Yeah, it's up to me and the other pilots to come up with our routine every year, which we try and change and incorporate new manoeuvres in. And we come up with a display. We then train for 6 months solidly, and then we do around about 85 displays throughout Europe and the UK.
Now you look so close together in the formation. How far apart are you?
Normally about 8 to 10 feet apart from each other. There's no fancy trickery involved, no computers or fly-by-wire. It's all done with a stick and a throttle inside the cockpit, and then the pilot's talent.
Wow, well, the pilots are certainly talented. I'm also joined this morning by Corporal Ben Stevenson. Now, it's your birthday today, first of all, so happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
How are you celebrating it?
Well, today I'm going to have a unique experience of flying over London with the team, so I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't been keen on celebrating my birthday since I turned 30 last year, so but this one will be one to remember, definitely.
And you're responsible for the smoke. How much smoke is there in the aircraft?
It was 5 minutes of white smoke, and there's a minute of each colour, so there's a dedicated team that work really hard to make sure those levels are correct in the smoke tank, so that the jets are good to go for each display.
Well, good luck today. I can tell you, I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. It's fabulous just even being inside the jet. Back to you two.
Well, we really enjoyed your commentary. I just wondered, did you manage to hold on to your breakfast when you were up there, Carol?
Oh, dear. Yes, I did. Do you know, that was one of the things I was really worried about being sick. But no, not at all. The thing that got me most, as Jay said, was the G-force. When you have your hand normally straight ahead of you, you can lift it up like that, no problem. But with the G-force, you really struggle. And we were G3. Normally, in the displays, the pilots with the red arrows are G7. I can't begin to think what that's like, because it's like having a boulder pressing you down. It's amazing.
Fantastic. Well done, Carol.
You see, G7, she wouldn't be able to say anything.
No.
You wouldn't even get screams,
No,
would you?
she'd
And
be
oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Well
It was
done
good
to
fun,
her.
wasn't it? Now, the time is 5 to 9. After 22 years living on Albert Square, you'd think that Pat Evans or Pat Butcher, or however you think of Pat, would have been through enough tonight.